Welcome one, welcome all. It's time for NCAA Women's Basketball. It's the CCIW Conference Game of the Week as the visiting Titans of Illinois Wesleyan head north to take on the Firebirds of Carthage College. Hello everybody, alongside my broadcast colleague this afternoon, Eric Elger. I'm Peter Ferreri. We're going to be joined shortly by sideline reporter Kalia Butler. Kalia, what's the outlook on the game today? We're excited for what's going to be coming in store for us here on Marquee Sports Network.
Yeah, Peter, Carthage is coming off a tough loss earlier this week to North Central, which head coach Meg Jones would describe as somewhat of a low-energy game for them. And she said that it all started in the practices that they had prior to that game. So their emphasis for today's game was to stack days, and she said that they've completely readjusted how practice looked going into today's game, and said that they were making sure that they were competing in every single drill that they had, and she is much more excited for that outlook in today's game as compared to the previous one. Peter, back to you.
All right, thank you, Kalia. Eric, there's no other way to put it. Uphill battle for the Firebirds, but they're up to the task. It's been a back-and-forth season for them, but they have the wherewithal, they have the skill set to do so. They just need the stars to the line, but they have a chance.
Yeah, this is one of those games. Coach Jones has said their mantra is, why not us? And why not try to give Illinois Wesleyan their first loss of the season? The Titans coming in undefeated. So you're right, this is one of the biggest tests that Carthage will face this season. And as Kalia Butler mentioned, a little low energy last game. You know that's going to be completely different tonight. You got to bring it if you've got this number 2 team in the country coming to your building.
Let's look at the last game. Illinois Wesleyan and the Titans, a close one against the Pioneers. Palmer, 21 points. Huber with 20 points. Powers, 7 points. And, of course, leading the top of the charge is Bartich with 24 of her own. Let's look at the Firebirds. What do they rank in the season standings? Opponent points. The defense will be key. First with 56.1, including the opponent three-point percentage of 24. This full-court pressure defense gives everyone fits in and out of the conference.
Yeah, this is the clash between, as you'll see Illinois Wesleyan in just a graphic in a moment, but we've got the first-ranked defense going against the first-ranked offense in the CCIW. Something's got to give tonight, so we'll see if that Bird defense can slow down the high fire-powered offense of the Titans.
Yeah, if you look at it, high-powered, they're number 1 in the conference play. So number 1 defense, number 1 offense. Titans, Birds coming away momentarily from Tarble. Tip-off, and we're underway, taken by the Titans. Once again, welcome to Tarble Arena, a chilly lakefront of Lake Michigan here in Kenosha, Wisconsin. The visiting Titans wearing their road greens with white numbers and letters. The Firebirds in their home grays, black numbers and letters, and red trim. Green almost comes away with a steal. She has had a resurgent season in her career. The long ranger can't be picked up. And who else? Malia Green with the rebound.
Well, something that has plagued Illinois Wesleyan in the last couple games has been slow starts. They only scored 10 points in the first quarter in their last game, and that led them to be down by 18 against Carroll. So if Carthage, maybe they can capitalize on that slow start that Illinois Wesleyan has been plagued with and try to get out in front here.
Knebel with the long range too. She had a three-pointer in the last game, not known for the long range, but has the ability if needed. Morrissey on the start along with Carlson. Foul up on the aforementioned Carlson. We mentioned Malia Green. Emma Thistle are also in the starting lineup for the home Firebirds. As for the visiting Titans, number 23 Power is going to be in the lineup alongside Palmer. And shooting 2 are going to be the Titans, and that's Lauren Huber, the senior out of Lombard, Illinois, up and good. Huber, the leading scorer for the visiting Titans, 16 points a game, one of the best in the CCIW.
Yeah, one of the best Titans ever, has scored over 1,500 points in her career, so one of the best to do it in green.
Let's see if this will break the full court press. Green trying to bring it past half court, able to do so. The bounce pass to Thistle, almost out of play, and a foul going to be called is Katie Knutson out of Maryville, Illinois. And that's a little bit of a shove. So last game, Eric, a few days ago, turnovers were a issue for the Firebirds. They need to break through that, get off that slump. Morrissey with the pump fake, drives in, gets contact high off the backboard, looking for her own offensive rebound. Knebel able to do so. Green, the long-range assassin, high and good. The flamethrower delivers early on. Malia Green.
How about that? The offensive rebound provides a second chance, and Green capitalizes.
Off the back iron, no good. Firebirds had an opportunity just a few days ago on Wednesday, just started coming up short. Too many turnovers, too many possession giveaways. Let's see if they're able to be more conscious of their ball handling. Shooting percentage has not been an issue for this team, and as mentioned, one of the best defenses in the conference. Morrissey thought about the three. Green, can she go back-to-back with the trifecta? Absolutely! The flamethrower, Malia Green.
How about that? Green giving Green some trouble right in the first opening minutes. 2 threes to kickstart the Firebirds, and we talked about the slow starts of the Titans, and Carthage looking to jump ahead early here.
Forcing it up, and good play underneath.
Huber, just a tough player there. I mean, it wasn't bad defense at all, just able to hit the tough shot over the top.
Thistle bounce pass in. Carlson tries to lay it up, misses. She went 1 for 7 from the field on Wednesday. Uncharacteristic for her. High layup, and things are tied. Good play in the transition. But one thing you don't want if you're Green is you do not want Malia Green to get any sort of momentum and heat up, because that could be and prove itself lethal. Chris passing inside. Carlson answers the call.
Breakdown by the defense there for the Titans, and Carlson left all alone. She didn't miss this time after getting a nice opportunity last possession, and there's a turnover forced by the Firebirds. Staying in front on defense, getting the ball back here.
Lauren Huber walking on the fire coals, taking one too many steps. A full court press for Illinois Wesleyan. But this is what you play for. This is what you practice for. This is why you put all those hours in the gym. Unfortunately, that was a misguided pass. Kind of was the Achilles heel we mentioned a few days ago. But when you practice so much against the press, it's a little bit easier to be cool, calm, and collected in those situations.
Yeah, we keep mentioning it. Yeah, over 20 turnovers last game. A lot of them unforced, just uncharacteristic mistakes by the Firebirds. And Coach Jones, you got to believe, was really harping on that the last 2 practices to say, hey, we need to take care of the ball. And you can see right there, off the turnover, Illinois Wesleyan already at the line.
Officials for today's game: Ashley Logan, Tim Duffy, and Luke Lejnik. Stalwarts here in the CCIW. Stellar crew as always, and again, you expect nothing less, not only from the CCIW, but a pivotal matchup. Shot up and good. Tied at 8. Turnover on the last possession for the Firebirds. Green tries to break the press. Can she get some help? Splits through, passes off to the right. Oh, stolen away at the last moment. Getting a hand in was Powers. Back-to-back possessions for the Firebirds, coming away in a turnover. Crossover to the right, off the iron, no good. Foul going to be called once again on Knutson, and that is going to be her second personal foul. Oh, no, excuse me, they're actually going to call that one against Huber. So Huber gets credited with the first foul. So Thistle.
Little push off there, yeah. I think just trying to get clear space to get the rebound. They get her on it.
Knebel setting up on the left wing, finds Morrissey at the top of the key. A lot of congestion down low. They're trying to get it to Carlson to get her hot. 10 on the shot clock. They're guarding Green much tighter than the first 2 possessions. Looking for the pass in. Foul going to be called. Clean foul underneath as Morrissey was cutting, and just getting a body in the way was Kate Palmer, and you can't do that.
Yeah, I think Kate Palmer just arguing that, hey, I mean, it's almost like she just tried to anticipate that pass, got to the spot, but kind of got a shoulder in there, and that bails out the Firebirds. And if you look at the Titans' defense, there is a lot of steals up and down the lineup. Many players over 20, 30 steals on the season, and they like to attack, and they're aggressive.
Nora Aram in the contest. Giving a spell to Green alongside is Orozco. Carlson up and good. The passing from Aram to Carlson. You mentioned it, that in the past month, Aram has really risen to the occasion as that sixth man.
Yeah, she's just so confident now. I mean, she comes off the bench. She's ready to go to work, and a tough entry pass she is able to thread to Carlson, and Carlson able to come up big for the Firebirds so far down low. 4 points in the paint already.
Driving in, foul going to be called. Orozco getting a hand in the way for Kate Knutson. She's not able to come away with the basket, and she'll go to the line for two. Knutson, 576 at the line, so for all intents and purposes, if there's somebody you're going to send to the line, well, you might as well send the person just a hair above 500. First one up, and that's good. She heard us talking about her free throw percentage.
Yeah, always works in opposite ways, it seems like. And, yeah, you mentioned it. Illinois Wesleyan, a good free throw shooting team. But here it's showing that, hey, she's Kate Knutson rising that free throw percentage with those two there.
Yeah, and I think having Aram and Fissel in the game at the same time, that's how you break that press, and a travel call against Carlson as Coach Jones chirping out to the team, hey, she wanted them to take that to the left. The line was there. 10 apiece. Just about 5 minutes into the opening quarter of action, an entertaining start. 4-3, front iron, no good. Sweeping along the right side is Orozco. Gets it up to Aram. She's got the lane. Can she take it? She does. Rolls around, and good. The former flamethrower of UIC heating it up for the Carthage Firebirds, up again by 2.
What a determined cut there from Aram. She came around the corner with a ton of steam and just barreled her way in there for 2 points.
Pump fake the turnaround, open for 3, letting it go from the hip. Rims out, no good. Fissel with the hustle board.
Bardick second in the CCIW in 3-point percentage. He's missed 2 in a row there.
Pass inside to Morrissey. She's got the lane, the contact, the turnaround jumper. Smooth as silk. Mariana Morrissey, one of the best to ever lace him up for the Firebirds. Driving in, and that was as Sawyer White pump faked, kept it herself, made contact, and that's going to be a foul. We're going to take a timeout. The Firebirds up by 4 with 4 minutes left in quarter number 1. Don't go anywhere. We will be back on the Marquee Sports Network. 14-10 your score. We're back on Marquee. For Eric Elger, I'm Peter Ferreri. It's a CCIW battle. The undefeated Titans are in Kenosha taking on the Firebirds. And Carthage has a 4-point lead under second-year head coach Megan Jones. The floater up, no good. And a big board once again by Orozco. Checking in as well, Grace Wamser.
Wamser, the defensive specialist, always causing havoc on the defensive end and can make some timely buckets as well. So a key bench piece for Coach Megan Jones.
So something to note, 10 on the shot clock, Morrissey on the bench, Green on the bench. So two of your most efficient shooters on the bench. A steal, Aram has it stolen away. Fast break, up, layup, rim, and good. Sawyer White gets the bucket. White averaging just 6 buckets a game. How about the trifecta? Alyssa Orozco, the pride of Schaumburg, Illinois.
And as she has a quick trigger there, I mean, didn't take any time, got the ball, let it fly, and she is shooting confidently in the second half of the season here and makes her first tonight.
So whistle going to be called. And I will say this, despite the turnovers that Carthage has had, 3 clean turnovers that the visiting Titans have forced, they've weathered the storm and are still up by 5. 60% from the field right now, Eric, to 28. So the defense, it's the old adage with, we know there's a big game happening tomorrow afternoon, and you always say, does defense or offense win championships? And right now, Carthage's defense is really standing tall against the best in the conference.
Yeah, and something I think that's just been concerning here early is how many times Illinois Wesleyan's got to the free throw line. They've already been to the free throw line 8 times, and that was just their first miss. But something Carthage is going to want to shore up is you can't let the team as good as Illinois Wesleyan keep getting to the charity stripe.
Aram with the pump fake, drives in, right-hand floater, rims around, and just misses, hits every part of the rim. Firebirds hustling back on defense. The handoff, thought about the 3. Pump fake is Carlson. Along the left wing, hand in her face, nothing there. Orozco again. What a key contributor she has been since she's come back this season from injury. And this allows you that very situation to give Malia Green a break, to give Morrissey a break. Another steal. Hands in the lane. Pass inside, up strong, no good. Point blank miss. It was a solid pass from Sarah Bali. Aram, the bounce pass to Carlson, but touched at the last moment by Bali.
That was good recognition there by Nora Aram. She they had numbers because they had 2 players both on Thistle. Saw Carlson there, just knocked away at the last minute, but that was a good look and good aggressiveness there for Nora Aram as she heads to the bench.
Subbing in now, a fan favorite, Jess Pekaski. Again, that rotation of Carlson, Knebel, Pekaski, one of the other bigs, along with Grace Cord. So Pekaski getting the call, the cross-country star as well for the Firebirds. Morrissey for 3, front rim no good. Long rebound picked up at the last minute by Huber. And fouled on the way up is Wamser. Now, let it be noted, I do not see currently, and maybe she's just a skosh in, but I do not see Grace Court on the bench right now. I didn't get any word of her not playing.
Yeah, that would be a big loss because as we talked about.
I have ID'd her on the bench. So, again, another.
He had me worried there.
Huge contributor. I don't have my glasses on, Eric. Don't judge me.
But yeah, again, Illinois Wesleyan, you can see when they get the ball, whether it be a rebound or getting across half court, they are attacking early in the shot clock. And it seems like all 5 players, anytime Illinois Wesleyan's on offense, all 5 players are great at attacking the basket.
Morrissey gets the contact, slaps it back. Green takes it up, layup with the right hand, and good.
What up and under there with the right hand, as you said. Great move to get around the defender and A huge basket here as we get down to 1 minute.
Not only has it been a rejuvenated season for Malia Green, but these past few games, as she forces a bad shot defensively, she is finding her groove. Off to Thistle from Orozco. Jessie Pekaski is your big right now, with Knebel, Cord, and Carlson on the bench. Pekaski, your hustle player year after year. Strong pass off to the left. Shot clock winding down. Orozco out to Thistle. She's open for the three from the wing. Hits the back iron, no good. Pekaski takes a swipe, couldn't find it. Off the left wing. Morrissey with the staunch defense, trying to answer with a three-pointer. Back of the rim, no good. Huge offensive board by Huber, and Wesleyan gets the point. Able to score right before the quarter ends. Firebirds are going to go into quarter number 2, 19-17. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, quarter 2 action, another report from sideline reporter Kalia Butler. Don't go anywhere. We will be back on Marquee Sports Network. (19-17) your score. Joining us once again, Kalia Butler. Talk us through what you've seen the first quarter, Kalia.
Peter, Carthage has multiple scoring threats, but one player in particular that has really stepped up for the Firebirds is Malia Green. She is already off to 2-2 from the three-point line today, shooting 31%, the most efficient out of anybody on the team. 8 points in the first quarter, coming off a 10-point game last time out, and a career-high 20-point game against North Park earlier this month. Just a player that has really developed her perimeter game. Peter?
Thank you so much, Kalia. Again, we are excited as we've seen so much of the growth of Malia Green. We spoke about her, at length in quarter number 1, and we just keep seeing it there. So, Kalia, thank you for that update as Morrissey draws the and one and gets the free throw, something that earlier in the season maybe was a little bit of concern. Those days are long gone for Morrissey.
Yeah, how about that for a fast start? 10 seconds in, get it and one, push the lead to 5. And that's Carthage's first free throw this afternoon.
Floating in, Knebel tries to get contact, backing in. Tough shot, left hand, no good. Offensive board, the turnaround right hand, still no good. And Knebel, the enforcer, not only gets the rebound, she gets fouled.
How about that?
The momentum really starting to pick up for the Firebirds as they are just doing such a good job in the rebounding category. Right now, it is a 14-7 differential on the boards.
I was just going to highlight that, and Carthage doing a nice job of limiting the Titans to one and done. And they've created some second chance opportunities themselves on the offensive glass, so we'll see if that rebounding advantage holds true for the rest of the game.
So Grace Cord in the contest now at the 5, bounces in, back rim, good. So on that prior possession offensively for the Firebirds, I am sure they would have, backcourt. That's a tough handoff. It's right on the letter C. But that trap just got Green right at the top of the letter C, so she had to hand off. Another unforced error for the Firebirds.
Yeah, that's kind of the error. I think, you got to try to avoid that against the number 2 ranked team in the country. And you can tell what Illinois Wesleyan likes to do offensively, spread you out, try to attack the open lane. Grace Core do a nice job there, getting her rebound.
Yeah, the rotation for the Bigs is really proving itself fruitful for Carthage this afternoon in Kenosha. Pass in, Cord, right hand up, and Grace Cord. Quattro delivers.
It's an underrated part of Elena Knebel's game. She's a great passer and able to find her teammate Cord there. A nice 2-point bucket in the paint.
Looking for the rotation, 24-19, lead back to 5 for the Carthage Firebirds. You hear the fans at Tarble really getting into it. The pump fake, nice cut to the lane. Way to answer back is Bardic.
Bardic, one of the better, quicker players in the conference, and you could tell that just Carthage couldn't react fast enough to stop her in the lane there, and she just blew by and got the open look.
Morrissey drives baseline, and she's going to be fouled along the right as some of the Titan players like Powers just kind of throw their hands up. That's going to be the first foul against Mallory Powers as Knebel subs out for Orozco. And one thing I've noticed today, it is a quick rotation right now for that 4 and 5 position for Coach Jones and the Firebirds.
Yeah, because they have to, their bigs today have to do a big job on defense because how much Illinois Wesleyan spreads you out.
Thistle looked for the trifecta, couldn't find it off the right rim.
So someone like Grace Cord has got to do, kind of come out to the three-point line a lot more, and that can wear you down. So, yeah, Coach Jones trying to rotate as much as he can.
Turnaround layup with the left hand, no good. Morrissey fighting for it. On the ground, just making contact at the last moment was Powers. She is slow to get up. She hit, as cliche as it sounds, she hit the funny bone on the way down. Shaking off that right arm.
Yeah, you can tell that just kind of stung her a little bit, but you got to believe in a game like this, shake it off and keep staying there.
Right now, Illinois Wesleyan has not made a three-point basket this afternoon. Carthage 3 for 6 from long range. Make it 4 for 7. Morrissey, double 3 with the 3. Birds up by 6, the biggest lead for either team today.
What a shot from the senior Morrissey. Obviously one of the biggest games she's been a part of and trying to make her mark here this afternoon.
The floater up ahead to Thistle. This is a Firebirds team that indeed is saying, why not us? 6:15 remaining until half, 6-point lead. Orozco kicks out to Green. Thought about the shot, resetting up the offense. Let's see if they give a screen to Morrissey. They do. Driving in the kick out, tried to force it into Thistle. Another turnover for the Firebirds. For three, Bali. Side rim, no good. Morrissey tries to tiptoe the line and not able to do so, as Wamser is about to check back in, giving Morrissey a quick breather.
Yeah, Sawyer White, the leading steal getter for the Titans, and he's got 2 this afternoon already.
Carthage with 6 turnovers, the Titans with 1. From the free throw line, hand in her face, and a timeout's going to be called by Illinois Wesleyan, and the Titans will take it with them. 27-23 your score. We'll be back on the Firebird Broadcasting Network and Marquee Sports. Welcome back on Marquee alongside Eric Elger. I'm Peter Ferreri. The Firebirds really doing a stellar job thus far this afternoon, breaking the press against one of the top-ranked teams in the nation, the undefeated overall and in conference play Titans of Illinois Wesleyan.
Something I've noticed so far offensively, Carthage, after Megan Jones said they really weren't cutting to the basket hard, the Firebirds really seem determined. You can see every cut they make has purpose. And Grace Cord! What a move!
Triple teamed! No regard for the defense. And that's why you hear the crowd are up for Grace Cord. There is no shot underneath she's not willing to take, and forces the bad pass again. Cord just got a good I'm up here in the booth right now like I'm playing defense. She got a good base, did not allow Knutson to get around it. She tried to lean back into it, and it just wasn't there.
How about that? Gets a rest after 2 huge possessions, a bucket, and a stellar defensive run there for Grace Cord.
Hand in the face of Malia Green. Thistle resets the offense. Knebel in alongside Carlson, so they're going double big right now. Wamser thought about the 3 into Carlson. Under 10. Carlson gets that one-on-one, not afraid to take that. Kicks out to Thistle. Knebel for three. Misses, and shot clock's going to expire. A little bit of a nudge from behind. No call. Lead sits at 6. At least, again, I will say this in the optimistic way. Sure, you didn't get a bucket out of it, but if you're Carthage, you waited for the right shot. You didn't rush into taking something and allow for a transition point.
Yeah, I mean, they have 9 assists already this afternoon to just 7 turnovers. So in the positive assist to turnover ratio, and they've really spread it around, moved it, and it has caused some trouble here for the Titans.
Bali passes to the right, 10 on the shot clock. Defense standing tall this possession for the Firebirds. Once again, one of the best defenses in the conference. Shot clock down to 2. Carlson, floater with the right hand, and they're waving it off. Shot clock violation. And head coach Maya Smith is irate with the officials.
How about that? I think the noise here in the Tarble Arena caused a little confusion because the clock was ticking down and it was tough to hear even the buzzer, and they wave it off.
Rims out. Malia Green thought she had it. Bali steps on the line. Possession stays with Carthage. Eric, I didn't know what to expect today in terms of this matchup. But my goodness, it is a possessed Firebirds team. And if you're a fan of Carthage, you got to be more than happy with what they've done thus far.
I mean, how about the field goal percentage they've held Illinois Wesleyan to, just shooting 30%. It's been stingy so far this afternoon.
Malia Green, there's the cut, Eric. You said it once and say it again. They are doing exactly what Coach Jones said they were going to practice since Wednesday's loss.
Yeah, and what a find there from Thistle. Had to see through a ocean of players there to find Malia Green.
Oh, that just, Knebel got sucked in a little bit underneath the basket. Up ahead to Morrissey, breaking the press. Over to Green, open for 3. Thistle with, the rainmaker. That would have sent the roof off of Tarble if she made that. 31-25.
Little heat check there from Emma Thistle. And you're right, I would have exploded personally if I saw that thing go in, because that was a long-range bomb.
The bench of the Firebirds willing on their defense again. Shot clock down to 10. No penetration for the Titans. Driving, and a foul at the last moment is going to be called with 4 seconds remaining on Emma Thistle. A tough possession. But again, if you are Carthage and you keep forcing not good looks by the Titans, that's all you can ask for.
Yeah, their Thistle just couldn't stay in front, but really a foul that wasn't a terrible decision there, because she was going to be smooth sailing, and now you set up the defense once again.
The turnaround jumper. Oh, nice play underneath the basket. Coming away with that bucket is Knutson once again. Also subbed into the game, number 30, Luigi Lam.
And there, Carthage just sped up a little bit. Malia Green passing it a little out of, errant out of bounds there. And I think she just needs to keep her dribble a little longer and be a little more patient.
Thistle getting a breather. Aram once again in the contest. Open for 3 to try to lessen the load. Aram comes away with the long rebound. The hustle right now after each and every attempt by Carthage. Somebody's crashing the boards, that time Aram. Lead at 4. Morrissey drives up strong. Almost gets the and 1, but that's that quick first jab step by Morrissey. She gets the heels planted of the visiting Titans, makes the move, and an opportunity for Carthage to extend their lead.
Love the aggressiveness out of Morrissey there, and they've needed her to be aggressive. Say last game, just things were not coming easy for her. She was getting to the basket, just was not connecting on some of the close range shots, and here, that aggressiveness getting to the line, and she's able to get 1 to 2.
Illinois Wesleyan, 27 with 4 fouls. once again trying to cut into the lead. It is a quick rotation and offensive foul called. Illinois Wesleyan lowered the shoulder. Birds weathered the storm. And Lim going to check out of the game. Coming in once again is going to be Mallory Powers. 5th foul against the Titans.
So yeah, with that 5th foul, you'd really like to see Carthage continue to be aggressive, drive to the hoop. If you get some harm, you go into the line.
Green off to Aram. Aram cuts in, the turnaround, kicks out Morrissey, open for 3, contact made. Knebel kicks it to Morrissey, under the basket in the layup. Mariana Morrissey, have yourself a day.
And Carthage continuing to have that rebounding advantage. That's their 4th offensive rebound now.
Nice step back by Lauren Huber. It's one of our players we watched coming into the game. Timeout on the court. All right, we're going to take a timeout as this gets addressed. 34-29. We will be back momentarily on the Marquee Sports Network. Taking another look at it now, is there's a discussion on, I believe they're going to take a replay to see what contact happened, so we wanted that to kind of play out a little bit and get our information correct before we came back on the air once again. Ava Bardick holding her nose right now. Head coach Maya Smith having conversations with the official, more or less saying, I want to see how it happened, when it happened, was there contact, is, you know, one of the one of the arena workers is cleaning up any blood right now. But again, as they're looking at this review.
Yeah, I believe this was, I want to say a drive by Aram, where I think it was just inadvertent, just kind of a, you know, bumped her right in square in the nose there. And, you know, I do not believe there's, again, it's interesting, you know, kind of wondering what they're looking at here.
Sure.
Because I did not think it was, like, you know, intentional or anything. I don't know if something like that could be a technical or what is a intentional foul. We'll have to see.
Yeah, it's going to be, again, without getting the exact verbiage. (34-29) score. The number 2 ranked Titans having a tough go against the Firebirds, shooting only 36% on the afternoon for Eric Elger and Peter Ferreri alongside Kalia Butler. Right now, we believe they're reviewing the contact against Bardick as she is recovering now from a bloody nose, and I think they're just trying to see, you know, what the situation is. And she's taped up.
She looks like she'll be ready to go. She's got the cotton ball up the nose there. Doesn't feel good, but, you know, someone as decorated of a player as Ava Bardick.
Second leading scorer on the squad, 15 points a game. So we'll see what the officials are going to say as everybody's making their way back out to the court. Thank you for joining us this Saturday afternoon on Marquee at Tarble Arena in Kenosha. They are going to have the coaches meet in the middle. This is something you don't see often, Eric.
Yeah, this is one of those times I kind of wish I was down there at the PA, like where Justin is right now, to listen in on the conversation.
Okay, so what we are getting is word from our production crew and our director, Laura. Thank you for this. They wanted during that timeout to review the shot clock violation from prior, they said that it was nullified, call stands. So thank you for that update. And again, also confirmed if the hit on the nose was intentional or inadvertent, it was deemed inadvertent. So both things, call stands on the court. And Carlson trying to track it down. And that's going to be a foul against Carlson. And those are fouls in this type of contest you just can't have.
Yeah, just a little over-aggressive trying to get that offensive rebound, and good positioning there from Illinois Wesleyan to box out. That was Katie Knutson, and good positioning, and draws the foul. So here we are, ticking away, just 30 seconds to go. If you're Carthage, you want to hold this lead where it's at.
Open for three, delivers. Mallory Powers brings the Titans back to within 2. Firebirds, however, are holding on for the final shot of the half. Not to say moral victories, but having a lead is a huge win. Can they add on to it? Right hand up, Knebel not able to deliver. Pass ahead with 1 second from an eternity and not able to deliver, but nonetheless, 34-32. Carthage with the lead going into halftime. Eric, initial thoughts?
Exactly what Coach Jones was looking for today. The energy is there. They're cutting to the basket with determination. They're playing great defense, holding Illinois Wesleyan in the 30% range. And you got to love the first half here, and hopefully they can hang on to this in the second half.
We'll take a timeout. When we come back, the halftime report with Kalia Butler, live on the Marquee Sports Network. Don't go anywhere.
I chose Carthage because of the lake view, but also I got to see firsthand the community that we have here. I got to see the relationships that students had with not only each other but the professors.
The experience at Carthage has been very welcoming. You come in and you are welcomed and loved by everyone. It's a really magical experience. It's a very close-knit family here.
Carthage faculty really strive to have personal connections with our students. Only through developing that level of trust and that level of understanding can our students really allow themselves to be vulnerable and to try things that they might be afraid to try.
The other thing that faculty do, either through mentoring or their teaching, is they're able to bring out the potential of the student. Through the process and believing in them and letting them know they can do this, they're soaring.
As a Carthage parent myself, one of the things I really appreciate about Carthage is the amount of personal attention that my kids have had here.
Our faculty are really, really good at trying to take students from where they're at and try to help them be the best they could be, sometimes even better than they thought they could be.
We do have a lot of really great faculty members and a lot of really great staff members that help out a lot of students figure out exactly what they want to do. You're able to take a lot of different classes in different disciplines to find out what you're really passionate about.
They're really going to get an education that is personal and individualized to meet their needs, and that will push them and challenge them to know more, so that by the time they have graduated, they'll be able to look back and say, I got so much more than I expected, and now I can appreciate that I'm more prepared to go out into the world.
3. So they also have one of the best teams. That turnover margin, that's coming into fruition as well. So everything is favoring the Titans right now, except those 2 points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I mean, you take a look at what Illinois Wesleyan has been effective today so far. It's really been getting to the free throw line because they've only made 1 3, and you saw that at the end of the first half. And you know, it's not, the shooting has not been there, but they've been able to hang around, just getting to the line.
Looking at the game stats now, 34-32. Again, a higher field goal percentage, a higher three-point percentage, more rebounds, more assists. Just a little bit of turnover, but nonetheless, things coming up for the Firebirds. Now we're going to go to sideline reporter Kalia Butler with our halftime report. Kalia.
Yeah, Peter, I got to talk with head coach Megan Jones going into the half, and she said that this game has just been a night and day compared to the North Central one in terms of how they started and how they are executing both offensively and defensively. Especially defensively, she said that they are stopping those downhill drives by the Titans, which is how they get a majority of their opportunities, and great gap recovery while doing so, and also winning that rebounding battle as well, which was huge for them going into this one. Titans are a very tough opponent, but the Firebirds are competing well to start this first half. Peter, back to you.
All right, thank you, Kalia. Again, there's so much to be said there. She had an opportunity to talk to Coach Jones. It's a night and day game. Eric, you were here on Wednesday, and you can attest to it, as you said throughout the broadcast, that even though the lead is only 2, they truly have, you know, that momentum going in their favor and the confidence.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you wouldn't even recognize the 2 teams if you watch the last 2 games. And you got to give credit to the Firebirds. I mean, it really was kind of a low point on Wednesday, and they've really flipped that around. And as Coach Jones has said, she really liked how they practiced the last couple days, and it has been a determined effort from the Firebirds, and they're going to have to continue to deny the drives of the Titans because, as Kalia just said, that is where the bread and butter of the offense, and you got to love Carthage up 2, but this has also been a spot that the Titans have really leapfrogged in the second half. They were down by 18 at one point to Carroll and came back all the way to win that game. So Carthage has got to be careful. You know, the number 2 team in the country is not going to go away anytime soon. So you just got to love the effort that you've seen so far.
Yeah, and again, looking at some of the individual statistics, right now for Illinois Wesleyan, of course, Knutson, Huber leading the charge offensively with 10 apiece. It's been kind of dry the rest of the way. Bardick with 4, 3 by Powers, and 3 by Bali, and that's just about it. So, yes, you're letting your 1 and 2 eat and feast if you're Illinois Wesleyan, but right now the help hasn't necessarily been there. You know, when you have a situation, Bardick 0 for 2 from 3. Powers 1 for 7 from the field. Kate Palmer 0 for 5 from the field. The defense, that stretch out defense right now for Carthage, just not allowing clean looks. And when Wesleyan has the clean looks, they're having to be really quick to it because that defense converges fast.
Yeah, and that's where Carthage, you know, we've talked about how the rebounding has been there for them this afternoon, +5 on the boards. And, yeah, when Illinois Wesleyan has missed those shots, credit to Carthage for collecting them and then getting going on the other offensive side. And Carthage done a nice job relieving some of that pressure up top, and players like Emma Thistle, Malia Green, for the most part, have done a nice job of controlling the basketball, because when we compare, again, 23 turnovers a night ago, they're at 7 today, so a definite improvement in that area.
Yeah, we're excited for half number 2, if you can't tell. Titans, Firebirds, coming up shortly on Marquee Sports Network. 34-32. The Firebirds lead the Titans at halftime. Taking a look at Orozco, who's had an outstanding first half of action. Before we go to Kalia, Butler, Eric, thoughts on the impact Orozco's had?
Yeah, Orozco got 5 rebounds already, so someone who is known as a spark plug on the offensive end, but doing the dirty work, grabbing 5 rebounds, and those rebounds and that lead has been a huge advantage for the Firebirds so far the first half. So people like Orozco and Morrissey are going to have to continue to crash the boards and keep those Titans at bay.
We're going to go now to sideline reporter Kalia Butler. Kalia had a chance to talk with head coach Maya Smith. Kalia, take it away.
Yeah, Peter, I got the chance to talk with head coach Smith, and I asked, what are the Firebirds doing well that is frustrating your team? And she said it's really not them at all. It's actually her own team that is just not executing the game plan that they had come into the game with, and that she wants to fix some of these mental errors. And again, execution is what she said multiple times. Execute, execute, execute. And this is a fantastic Titans team that's leading the conference, second in the nation. So this is a team that can definitely finish games at the very least. So it can be a very exciting second half for them.
All right, Clea. Indeed it is. And, you know, I give credit to Coach Smith for saying, hey, it's on us. It's not what they're doing, it's what we aren't doing. Trying to tie it up or take the lead with a 3. There's the kick out drive baseline for the Titans. Blocked by Knebel. Oh, that was close. Looked like all ball. But nonetheless, going to the line for 2. Might have been some contact on the elbow.
Yeah, you can see that spread out offense there. Opens it up for Kate Palmer to attack, and Knebel almost able to get there in time, and that really was close to being a clean block, but yeah, just not able to cut that off in time, and the Titans take advantage.
Both free throws up and good. 20 seconds into the second half. We're tied in Kenosha. Thistle breaks the press. Off to the right to Morrissey. Drives in, kicks back out to Thistle to reset the offense. 5 in where you're starting 5. Green, Knebel, Morrissey, Carlson, and Thistle. Knebel with the rainbow 3. Green taps it back into Mariana Morrissey. It's the Malia Green show, and we are witness the hustle play that ends up equaling 2. High off the backboard, and a foul's going to be called as Malia Green kind of tries to plead her case. Birds up by 2, but a chance to tie it right back up. And it looks like Kate Palmer is going to go to the line. So this is a situation now, 2 team fouls already for Carthage. You don't want in this third quarter to allow Illinois Wesleyan to stay close by just living at the line.
Yeah, and Kate Palmer back-to-back possessions, just being aggressive and getting downhill. So again, Carthage knows that's what Illinois Wesleyan wants to do on offense, but knowing that's what they're going to do and trying to stop it are 2 different things, and Kate Palmer been effective the last 2 possessions.
Quiet afternoon for Carlson. 4 points, 2 or 3 from the field. Morrissey up strong, gets her own offensive board, up high off the backboard. Mariana Morrissey, one of the best Firebirds ever, delivering on a key Saturday afternoon. How about that answer back? Mallory Powers giving the Titans the first lead in a long while.
Yeah, after missing their first 8 shots from behind the arc, they've hit their next 2, so correcting the shooting from outside. And how about that from Morrissey? She's got a couple 3s tonight, this afternoon as well.
2 for 4 from long range. Morrissey answers the call. Birds back up by 2. Are you not entertained? What an afternoon of action on Marquee. And a foul's going to be called by Thistle, I believe. Let's see who it's going to be. Mark that, it's going to be Carlson. So the 3rd team foul already on Carthage, and we just said you got to watch what is happening at the line. And right now, that is a different approach for the Titans in the second half. They were content with taking the mid to long range shots in the opening half of action. Right now, they're just penetrating and looking for contact, and they're getting the whistle.
I mean, 15 to 16 from the free throw line. That has been what has kept Illinois Wesleyan in the game, because the shooting has not really been there, but if you can continue to get to the free throw line and hit above 90%, that is tough to stop if you're the Firebirds.
Foul going to be called. And I believe they're going to mark Knutson. It is indeed going to be Knutson's second foul. Carlson gets a breather, and Jesse Pekaski once again getting some crucial minutes early in quarter number 3. Thought about the 3, kicks back out to Green.
Yeah, Pekaski needed in a game like this because of how quick all 5 members of the starting lineup for the Titans are. But Knable carving some space and getting to the basket, and this team, these teams are going punch for punch here in the third quarter.
Flick of the wrist for the 2, Malia Green with the board. The turnovers have been at a minimum in this third quarter of action. Morrissey splits the triple defenders, lays it with the left hand. Knebel thought she might have had the steal, and with that whistle, that is the 4th team foul in 3 minutes.
Yeah, Knebel gets a tough call on her there, because you got to love the hustle to get that off what looked like it was going to be an offensive rebound, and Carthage is going to get going again, but just got a little bit of the wrist and hand, draws the foul. Commits the foul, rather.
Off the back rim, no good. Foul going to be called on the ground. Who's this going to be against? Against Malia Green. That is the 5th team foul in the first 3 minutes and 22 seconds. Wow.
Yeah, it seems like this third quarter, Illinois Wesleyan has lived at the free throw line, and you know, if you're the Titans, there's no reason to stop being so aggressive, because if you're not necessarily getting shots to fall, you're drawing the contact and getting to the free throw line, and that has been a steady source of points here for the Titans this afternoon.
And by no means are we saying that, you know, you're battling with the officials. You're battling with the aggressiveness of the Titans to draw the fouls.
Exactly, yeah. Carthage just has shot 3 free throws to Illinois Wesleyan's 18, so 2 different styles of offense leading to 2 different results at the free throw line.
Malia Green open for the baseline 3, front of the rim, no good. Tied at 43, opportunity for the Titans to regain the lead. Blocked from behind by Morrissey. Trying for another 3-pointer, no good. Morrissey gets the rebound. What a defensive stand by Morrissey. Kicks it out. Pekaski thought about the 3, over to Thistle. Thistle to Morrissey, not afraid to pull the trigger. Back iron, no good. Pekaski tries to chase it down, can't get there. What a heavyweight battle taking place in Kenosha.
Morrissey almost picked that off.
Taking the lead are the Titans. This is a matchup that the last time these 2 teams met was a 19-point victory by Illinois Wesleyan. A huge third quarter for Morrissey. Pass in, Grace Cord, out to Morrissey, cutting in. Gets the foul called against her, draws the contact, bucket doesn't fall. But 45-43 is going to be your score. Morrissey's going to go to the line for 2 and the opportunity to tie it up.
And there you can see Morrissey with the rejection. She has been up and down and making her presence felt both on the defensive and offensive end. And really this third quarter, a lot of the offense has flowed through her and her aggressive attacks to the basket. And there she's able to draw the foul and knocks them both down.
Morrissey, a .630 free throw shooter, doing a stellar job. Pekaski and Malia Green getting a breather. In checks Wamser. And Orozco. Morrissey stays in, and Cord is your 5. Another miss by the Titans. Up ahead to Cord. They're looking to trap Orozco to Cord. Up strong with the right hand and just misses. And a foul's going to be called. And with that being said, tied at 45 apiece. Timeout on the court. An entertaining and fast-paced third quarter of action. We'll be back on Marquee Sports Network. Tied at 45 apiece. Sarah Bali at the line, 5 team fouls. Bali will be shooting 2 to regain the lead for the Titans. Misses the first. Eric Elger, I'm Peter Ferreri. We appreciate you being with us. Want to remind everybody, if you want to catch all the other action of the Carthage Athletics, all home Carthage events are streamed live on the Firebird Broadcasting Network on their YouTube channel. Tune into your mobile device, tablet, desktop, smart TV, and cheer on the Firebirds anytime, anywhere. Don't miss a moment of the excitement. Morrissey, the bounce pass to Cord. 1-point lead for the Titans. Some may say this wasn't the expectation with one of the best teams in the nation being the Titans. Foul going to be called against Orozco as she backs in. The Titans have countered every single punch, and it has just been a barn burner in Kenosha.
You can see how Illinois Wesleyan has gone undefeated this season. I mean, just how consistent you can be if you just continue to attack. They really don't take any bad shots. Everything's a good look, and they've been aggressive getting to the free throw line, and they don't turn the ball over either. So Carthage, again, has had their hands full all game, but can they get that lead back is a tough 3 there.
Sarah Bali, the biggest lead for the Titans today at 49 to 45. Carthage won for their last 6 from the field. The pass into Orozco, the layup with the right hand.
How about that from Emma Thistle, the leading assist player for the Firebirds, threading a dime there.
Megan Jones calls a timeout. We'll be back, 49-47 on the Marquee Sports Network. Looking at the bench and how impactful, whether those players they showed on starters or bench, but nonetheless. 49-47 your score. Welcome back for Eric Elger on Peter Ferreri on the Marquee Sports Network. Coming back from break, they showed the support that the bench for the Firebirds is having for Carthage. Up strong for the Titans. Own rebound out. This three-pointer could hurt. Saw it. Bang. What a shot for Mallory Powers.
Yeah, after such a nice job of Orozco stepping in the lane there and denying the shot and just be able to pick up the offensive rebound, kick it out. And they haven't had a ton of three-point success this afternoon, but they continue to put pressure on Carthage.
Pekaski looking for anywhere to go with it. Morrissey pulls up for the two. Off the front of the rim, tries to get the swipe. Fast break opportunity. Bounce pass. Bali up, good. 54-47. One for their last five right now from the field is Carthage. Strong pass. Off the foot. Smart play by Thistle as Knevel and Green are going to check back in. Yeah, Carthage right now in a situation where they were shooting, they're at a 46% clip right now, but they were shooting in the high 50s to 60s. And so that's weathered off just a bit. And with that being said, the Titans up to 40% from the field. Knevel, can she find the answer? And does.
Carthage needed that. You could see felt like all the momentum on Illinois Wesleyan's side, but Knebel, a timely three-point basket.
Morrissey with the rebound.
Carthage looking to push a little bit here.
And Knebel 8 for 26 from 3 on the season. Orozco looked for it off the right iron, couldn't find it. 4-point lead for the Titans. Carthage was up by 2. Green almost comes away with the steal. The bounce pass, the baseline 3 off the top of the backboard and running it down. Good concentration for the Titans.
It's been Illinois Wesleyan on the offensive boards here in the third quarter.
The turnaround jumper, no good. Thistle pushes the pace for Carthage. Tried to rifle it into Morrissey, as Aram is going to check into the game for Carthage. And coming in is Knutson.
Morrissey going to take a bigger role here. You got to believe with the basketball in her hands as Thistle checks out.
Aram tries to soft touch it into Knebel under the basket. Ill-advised pass. Layup, right hand, good. The answer back from Sawyer White out of Montini Catholic.
And just like that, she gets it and goes coast to coast. The quickness of the Titans playing a factor there.
Orozco answers back. 4-point lead for the Titans. Third quarter has been theirs. Bali hard off the iron, couldn't get it. Orozco to Aram, back to Orozco. 30-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Aram drives. Staunch defense by the Titans. 10 on the shot clock. Orozco gets the screen, takes it herself, fades away, baseline, just misses. Pass up ahead, falling away, and a travel called. What concentration defensively for the Firebirds, what could have been an easy layup, forcing that heel to slide.
Yeah, you know they're pushing it, so great job there by the Firebirds getting back on defense. Offensively, it was a little stagnant that last possession. You'd like to see some of those cuts to the basket, be aggressive, drive to the hoop. You can tell a lot of these players out there just trying to finish out their quarter, because they looked a little gassed on both sides. It's been an up and down type of affair this afternoon.
4-point lead. Can the Firebirds cut into that lead with the last possession of the third quarter? Morrissey loses a handle. Orozco driving in, tries to float it to Knebel. And in! Why not? Firebirds will send it to the fourth quarter, trailing by 2. 56-54. Eric will take a timeout. When we come back, another report from Kalia Butler and the fourth quarter of action on the Marquee Sports Network. 56-54 on the Marquee Sports Network. Now going to Kalia Butler, a thrilling contest in Kenosha.
It is, Peter. I was over by the Firebirds huddle, and the message that Coach Jones had to her team was to just keep cutting hard offensively. They talked early in the season as well about getting their posts involved in the play a little bit more, and you have seen they've executed that on that quite a few times within this game. But besides just getting points down low, also creating some open opportunities on the perimeter, which they have done well at today as well. Peter?
All right, thank you, Kalia. Make sure as well you stick around for the post-game show. Kalia Butler will have more of that info and more exclusively on the Firebird Broadcasting Network YouTube channel. Shot up, no good. Carlson gets the rebound. A quiet afternoon for Carlson, a huge rebound in a timely fashion.
Yeah, and Carthage is excited to have that foul counter up reset because Illinois Wesleyan made so many points in the third quarter from the free throw line. So reset that and dig in again defensively for the Firebirds.
Under 10. This was the bread and butter for the Firebirds in the opening quarter of action. Utilize the shot clock. Orozco gets it blocked, and arguably the best defensive stand for the Titans this afternoon.
Yeah, kind of ball stuck to the left side there, and Orozco had to force it up. Illinois Wesleyan knew what she was doing and blocked the shot. So 2 empty possessions here to start the fourth quarter. Tough for the Firebirds.
Penetration, the kick, blocked. Able to, just getting possession back is Orozco. Thistle, and the Birds a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3. Carlson cutting in is Morrissey, the pump fake up and good. Tie for Carthage.
Morrissey came to play. You could tell she was ready for the challenge at 22 points. Got a block last possession.
Titans regain the lead. The kick out for Green. Thought about pulling the trigger, holding on. Carlson, the one-hand kick. Orozco, can she find the bucket? Bangarang!
How about that, getting Carlson involved in the post, as Kalia said. Carlson able to kick it out.
Steal, foul, Birds lead, 59-58.
Yeah, the 2 senior and graduate student, Carlson and Morrissey. Firebirds really leaning on them in the fourth quarter, and you gotta love what they've done so far and just continue to be aggressive. The Firebirds work the post, as Kalia said Coach Jones wants to do, and keep moving, cutting.
The Firebirds 7.5 away from handing the Titans their first loss. You've been hit by, you've been struck by.
A smooth criminal?
That is indeed Malia Green. 61-58. Answering back in high fashion. Timeout going to be called, 61-60. We'll stay here while we have a moment. We want to let everybody know, ready to take the next step in your educational journey, Carthage College makes the admissions process simple and straightforward, so you can focus on finding the best fit for your future. Whether you're an undergraduate, transfer, graduate, or international student, we're here to help guide you every step of the way. Visit carthage.edu/admissions/apply for details, or reach out to the admissions team at 800-351-4058 or admissions@carthage.edu. We can't wait to welcome you to the Firebird family. This game also brought to you in part by Pullman Motors. Pullman Motors, proud sponsor of Carthage Athletics. Pullman Motors is committed to driving excellence both on and off the field. Whether you're looking for a reliable ride or top-notch service, Pullman Motors has you covered. Visit Pullman Motors in Kenosha or online at pullman.com. and indeed also with the Champions Club. Invest in champions, invest in the future. Introducing the Carthage Athletic Champions Club. Join a community of alumni, parents, and friends whose generous support enriches the Firebird experience and drives Carthage athletics forward. Carthage student athletes are more than a game. They are leaders, team builders, future innovators, and your support helps them thrive academically, athletically, and beyond. Become a champion for our champions. Visit athletics.carthage.edu. Give to the Champions Club today. Eric, are waiting for the teams to take the court yet again. Talk us through the resiliency Carthage has shown, again, weathering the storm for what we've seen. It's truly been something to behold.
Yeah, well, it felt like it was starting to slip a little bit there as Illinois Wesleyan up 5, maybe more. Really felt like it was going to turn towards the number 2 ranked team in the country, but Carthage hanging in there. Players like Morrissey continuing to be aggressive. Carlson finding the open Orozco, and every time it seems like Carthage gets ahead by a few more points, there's always a drive coming back from the Titans. And can Carthage keep the Titans off the free throw line? Can they stop those drives? Because if they can, they have a great shot to come out victorious this afternoon.
7 exact minutes left on the clock. We're live on Marquee, the inaugural season of CCIW. The Carthage Firebirds and the Marquee partnership, it's been an absolute blast having the opportunity to be on these calls, and we thank you for being with us. And again, all games are able for that free replay with the app. 61-60 your score. Thistle at the top of the key. Kicking out right. Carlson looks for the gig. Thistle calling out the signal. Cutting baseline. Green is wide open. Who are you going to call? Malia Green. 64-60.
And there the Titans right back. As I said, it seems like Carthage makes some big shots, and in a few seconds, just down on the other end, the Titans answering.
Carlson gets that contact, bounces it to Morrissey, who drives right back in. She's open, nothing but the bottom of the net.
Carthage finding a lot of success on that baseline drive. Carlson a couple times has found a wide open player, and there Morrissey able to cut in a smooth move there to get 2 points, and tough call on Carlson there. She obviously thought she got all ball there, but the ref see it otherwise.
Well, now the question comes into play. That is the 4th foul on Carlson. As you see, just kind of labored right now as she is giving each and every ounce of her energy and existence into the success of the Firebirds. Bounces around and in. Lead down to 3, but the reason I say that is it looks like Coach Jones is going to keep her in the game. Didn't know if maybe because of the foul situation they would sub her out, and that's why you keep her in. Lead at 3.
Yeah, I was going to say, definitely your best rebounder, arguably. Want to keep her in there to get that. And they have run some offense through her, so she's tough to take off the court right now. It's been a key player here in the second half.
Gets it into Carlson. 10 on the shot clock. Underneath to Morrissey. Thistle pump fakes. Drives baseline. The high backboard shot. Carlson falls away.
Good look there. Good move by Thistle. Just couldn't get the teardrop to go in, and Carlson fading away, not able to get enough to get it up and in.
3-point lead. 5 and change remaining in the contest. Up off the backboard and good. The Titans within 1. 5 minutes to go. Thistle loses control. Regains plenty of time on the shot clock. Green cuts, nothing there. Orozco. Thistle thought about the shot. Driving in, nowhere to go, and a foul's going to be called. I wasn't sure if she herself shifted the leg, but indeed it was the contact that forced it, and that's going to reset the shot clock to 20.
That's again a nice job by Thistle, getting some feet in the paint there, drawing the foul, but she has done a nice job ball faking up behind the three-point line and attacking to the basket. And here's Morrissey trying to get.
Morrissey up strong. That was a shot she hits before. The Titans now a chance to take the lead. Titans with the and one. What a beautiful play. That is the drive that has been successful for the Firebirds as Orozco claps her hands, her second foul. And going to the line is Lauren Huber, the chance to give the Titans a 2-point lead this Saturday afternoon, and she hits it.
Huber coming up big. I mean, a player that has been around for the Titans for an entire career, has become one of the best Titans of all time, and there she takes a hard drive to the basket and draws the foul, and Wesleyan up 2 now.
Morrissey cuts in. I can't believe what I just saw. Mariana Morrissey, call Bon Jovi, she's living on a prayer.
That thing went high up off the glass, able to connect. And as we're getting into crunch time here, every free throw that much more important. Up to 27 for Morrissey.
Looking for a three-pointer. Offensive board. Off balance, side iron, Thistle rebound. Birds lead with 3:45. Can the upset occur? And Morrissey thought Carlson was going to cut in. Coach Jones said, hey, get your composure before you toss that one. She just it was a grab and go. But nonetheless, the Titans. Malia Green, the layup! The court awareness for Malia Green. Lead back to 3.
Just hanging around there, opportunistic.
Titans answer back with a quick passing underneath. Birds lead by 1. Morrissey, Green.
Oh! What a shot! All right, defense, come on now.
Points for Malia Green. Hard off the rim, no good. Woo! 4-point lead for Carthage. 2:35, game of the week in the CCIW on the Marquee Sports Network.
Fortunate there to get the ball back.
10 on the shot clock. Carlson keeps it. The right hand running floater, front iron, no good. Gets it. Oh, offensive board. 6-point lead for the Birds.
What a drive there by Carlson. You can tell she's been out there. She is putting it all out on the floor and finds enough in the tank to drive it to the basket strong and get the rebound.
Under 2. Layup with the right hand. Orozco is going to foul one of the Titans. Waiting to see who that was that drove. Third personal on Orozco. So at the line is going to be Ava Bardick. Bardick, an 8:45 free throw shooter, so exactly who they want. Up and good. Now, I'm not saying for the Firebirds you want the Titans to score, but if you're forcing them to the line in this circumstance, at least there's a chance for a miss, and that was my exact point.
There you go. Way to mention the free throw shooting there before she got to the line. Give the old announcer jinx. Good decision there by Thistle.
Yep, agreed. Can the Titans find a stand down by 5? Thistle, the layup. Tarble is on their feet. 7-point lead. The Titans have not lost this season. Carlson gets the rebound. Green off to Thistle. They have not lost this season. Conference play or regular season. As the officials are huddling, so the previous play is under review. We'll stay here. I'm not quite sure what part of the previous play is under review. Let's see if our producers and directors can get the official call. It is a 7-point lead. Eric, you and I have been here all season, and we know this Firebirds team has the ability to win games like this. You mentioned the motto of the year is #why not us. They just haven't been able to consistently put it together. They're doing so today, and they are forcing the Titans to take ill-advised shots.
I've just been impressed with the composure of the Firebirds. I mean, sometimes you want to play almost too fast and speed up. You're like, we got the number 2 team in the country in the building. We got to go, go, go. But it's just been the patience, and we saw Thistle there in that last possession. She could have forced the pass, brings it back, resets up the offense, and then eventually takes it to the basket and gets 2. So just so impressed with how well the Firebirds have handled the pressure of the Titans. Only had 14 turnovers, 19 assists. How about that? 19 assists for the Firebirds, so they have been active.
So with that being said, time is going to be added back onto the clock as the prior shot clock never reset. Thank you again to the crew for getting that information up here in the perch. Again, for those watching with us on Marquee, the men's games between these two schools will be coming your way shortly after this contest. Go and refill your drink, grab a bite, and come right back to Marquee for the men's game of the week between the Firebirds and the Titans. 7-point lead. Right now, the Firebirds just looking to maintain possession as the fouls are going to start coming in now for the Titans.
Exactly. I had to get 2 fouls just to get Carlson to the free throw line, and you got to love putting the graduate student to the line. You just think just the composure and just the leadership she has shown in her year here at Carthage, and wouldn't she love to be a big factor in closing out one of the biggest wins in Carthage women's basketball, I would say, in the last, yeah, for sure. It doesn't get much better than beating the number 2 team. I suppose there's the number 1 team, but hey.
Well, not only is it beating them, it's beating a team that's never been beat. That's the adage to this whole conversation. They are 20-0, 11-0 in the conference, 9-0 away from home. They have not lost, but right now they are trailing by 9 with 57 seconds left.
And there, the speedy Sawyer White doing exactly what the Titans need, gets downhill, and she's at the free throw line. I mean, how long did the Titans even have the ball there, but not able to connect in the first?
Do you ask yourself the question, if you are the Firebirds, do you sub out Morrissey for maybe one of your players that has a higher free throw percentage, or do you keep her in knowing, you know, she's your heartbeat of your squad? Timeout's going to be taken. We'll keep it here. Again, this game also brought to you by BSN Sports, the official provider of Carthage Athletics. BSN Sports is proud to support the Firebirds with high-quality gear and equipment to help our teams perform at their best. Visit bsnsports.com to explore top athletic apparel and more. This game also brought to you in part by Culver's. Get ready, Firebird fans. At every Carthage home event, you have a chance to win free Culver's. Walk away with a treat like free curds or a scoop or delicious custard. Remember, they're valid at the Kenosha Culver's locations. Don't miss your chance. This game also brought to you by Stella Hotel and Ballroom. Make the Stella Hotel and Ballroom your home away from home. As a proud supporter of Carthage College, the Stella Hotel and Ballroom is honored to celebrate our college and local community. Visit online at stellahotelkenosha.com. For Eric Elger and Kalia Butler, our amazing sideline reporter, I'm Peter Ferreri. The Firebirds are 8 points in the lead and 55 seconds away from potentially taking out the undefeated Titans of Illinois Wesleyan.
So there you go. They get it to Morrissey. 27 points so far in the night, and she's going to need a few more if they're going to hold off the Titans, and she's 5-6 on the free throw line today.
Something to note. If you're the Titans, you are okay with Morrissey going 1 for 1, or 1 for 2. She goes 0 for 2, and therein lies my question prior. The three-pointer side rim, no good. Own offensive board, the short two, no good, and Orozco gets it. Crisis averted so far by the 2 misses for Morrissey. So Orozco going to go to the line to shoot some free throws. A .730 free throw percentage shooter on the season. First time at the charity stripe today. Arguably some of the biggest free throws of her career. No good back iron. Birds 0 for their last 3 from the field. So right now their free throw percentage, can they make the second? No good. 0 for their last 4. Titans still alive. The step, the under. Thought Carlson might have had the block, as Carlson's going to foul out of the game. Carlson's going to end the day with 8 points, some massive rebounds, some massive blocks. Knebel checks in. The key is going to be, if you are the Firebirds, can you get the inbound to a player who's going to be able to answer the call at the free throw line?
And if you're Carthage, who's the one that's going to step up and want to take these free throws? You know, it's like you got to want to be on the line here. It's something you think about, you know, shooting free throws in your driveway. You want to think, hey, I'm going to be the one at the line to bring this game home. And you got to see, after a tough 0 for 4 stretch there, you have to adjust and knock these down.
Yeah. Well, just to go through some of the numbers on free throw shooting with the team. Emma Thistle, 730. Grace Cord, 840. As mentioned, Orozco, she came in at 730, couldn't find it. Emma Carlson, 760 from the free throw line. Malia Green, 670. So again, they're all in the 600s and up, but 0 for their last 4. And I don't want to play the what-if game here, but right now, if you have 4 more points to the board, that is a 10-point lead with 30 seconds left. So right now, if you're Illinois Wesleyan, you're saying, okay, if they're going to keep coming up dry at the line, we keep fouling. We just got to keep making our shots. Now, easier said than done. Coach Jones has told us, and there's Carlson on the bench, as we see it from our vantage point as the huddle's breaking for the Titans. But Carlson just stood up in front of her team, in front of everybody. They circled around and cheered them on and clapped for them and said, you got to finish this game. We can win this. We got to finish.
Yeah, and every inbound, how important is each and every one of these?
Orozco fights for it, and a foul's going to be called. Oh, that was close. I thought her arm hit the line, but they're saying foul's going to be called on Powers as she dove into the back of Orozco. Let's take a look at the replay. Great job by the replay crew with this. Excellent camera work to show. Oh yeah, you see that left arm just extend at the end.
Great call.
Huge free throw by Orozco. Gets the offensive board. You get it now in the hands of Emma Thistle, the best free throw shooter for the Firebirds. Carthage won for their last 6 from the free throw line, but getting the offensive board off the second missed free throw. Can you find it?
They're not making this easy, are they? Oh, clutch free throw there from Thistle after almost a disaster on the inbounds. Orozco hustles to get the ball, draws the foul, and how about the offensive rebound to keep it alive here?
Emma Thistle nails them both. Lead at 9. I don't want to stress, or I don't want to diminish, Eric, how important those last 3 free throws were, because it was a 2-possession game. If you make 2 3-pointers, we're taking a look. Talk us through what happened here.
Again, just looked like Illinois Wesleyan is going to be able to come up with it. And as you said, too, I was looking at where Orozco was near the sideline, but you can tell that push is what kind of drew, or what got her onto that baseline. So great call by the referee, because you see a lot of those calls like that. They just kind of let it go and just call it out of bounds, and it would have gone to the Wesleyan side. And, you know, instead, Carthage maintains it, gets the foul, and gets 3 free throws. So, yeah, what a huge play and hustle by Orozco, because she doesn't grab that. You know, that takes 3 points off the board for Carthage, and this game's even tighter. And now if you're Carthage defensively, you wonder, do you really try to pack it in a little bit, or, you know, and just allow and be okay with a 3-point shot? Because the last thing you want to do, again, is foul the Titans, and so they can be making points with the clock stop. So be interesting to see how Coach Jones plays this possession defensively.
83-74. Carthage has made 5 out of their last field goals. Malia Green, how about this? 5 for her last 6 from the field. Green at 20 points, Morrissey at 27. 3 Titans in double digits. There's the screen for the 3, that's the first. 83-77. So the Titans get those 3 points right back. The 1 free throw made by Orozco, the 2 by Thistle. It was a beautiful screen. Holding on is Lauren Huber. Great job by the Titans to break through that screen, get the shot, and not only get the shot, make the shot.
Yeah, Maya Smith drew up a doozy there as they were able to get, you know, a best of both worlds for the Titans. You get 3 points, and you take just a few seconds off the clock, and you know Wesleyan now is going to be gambling to try to steal this inbound pass. Last possession, they didn't guard the inbounder, chose to double up the cutter. Looks like they'll do that again. And we talked about cutting hard to the basket. If you're the Firebirds, these are the cuts you need to make right now.
And that's exactly who you want to get it to is Thistle. She's double teamed. She's kind of raked across the right orbital bone. But nonetheless, huge inbound play by Thistle, or by the Firebirds to get it to Thistle.
Yeah, and again, just take a deep breath. Calmly knock these down if you're Thistle. And man,
misses the first. The free throw line has made it much more interesting than it needed to be, but she makes the second. 7-point lead. If you're the Firebirds, again, at this point, with time on your side, you just need to at least make 1 out of the 2.
Yeah, and, you know, again here, Illinois Wesleyan, what are they going to cook up here? Last time they chose to get a 3-point shot, and they set a screen nicely. and knocked it down. So if you're Carthage again, try to stay in front. You don't want to foul. The last thing you want to do is foul them and give them 2 free points. As you've seen to this afternoon, Illinois Wesleyan been lethal, 24 of 29 from the free throw line. But oh boy,
yeah,
this one is not over by any stretch here. Illinois Wesleyan can crawl back to within 4 if they knock a 3 here.
Defensive alignment for the Birds. Thistle, Knevel, Orozco, Morrissey, and Green. Titans drive in, they get the layup, but 15 seconds remain. The pass into Orozco. She is fouled. 4 Titans surround Orozco. 12 seconds remain and a 5-point lead. Once again, at least if you make 1, the Titans need 2 threes. Easier said than done. Let's see if Orozco can deliver.
And Illinois Wesleyan out of timeouts now, so they can't advance the ball. They're going to have to get it and move it.
Misses the first, nails the second. There's that 1 for 2. Lead at 6. Titans have 10 seconds. They need a 3. Hand in the face, driving in. 4 seconds left, lead at 4, into Thistle. Eric, there are 3 seconds remaining, and it is already a 2-possession game. Crazier things have happened, but the Titans used way too much of the game clock on that last possession.
Yeah, credit to Carthage. They really made it difficult, even though they were able to get the basket. The clock is on the Firebirds' side, so you just need to burn some of that. And Thistle putting the exclamation point on it here.
With 3, with 2, with 1. That's going to be it. That's going to be all she wrote. The Firebirds of Carthage College defeat the top number 2 ranked team in the nation, the undefeated Titans of Illinois Wesleyan, 87-81. Eric, what a game. Whistle to whistle, bell to bell for the Firebirds.
I mean, I think there was a comment earlier about it wasn't really what Carthage was doing. It was what Illinois Wesleyan wasn't doing, but I gotta think you gotta give some credit to these Firebirds. After what a deflating loss on Wednesday, a complete 360, and from the beginning all the way to the end, they proved that not only could they hang with Illinois Wesleyan in this game, but they're the better team this afternoon.
Mariana Morrissey, 27, Green with 20, Orozco and Carlson doing an outstanding job finishing things up for the Firebirds. Again, if you want to tune into the post-game show, that'll be live on the Firebird Broadcasting Network and replayed on their YouTube channel. This game can be replayed in its entirety on the Marquee Sports Network app. The Firebirds have something to celebrate. Biggest win of Coach Jones's career, biggest win of many of these players' career, and it was a hard-fought battle all the way through. We want to thank our sideline reporter, Kalia Butler. For Eric Elger, I'm Peter Ferreri. For executive producer Mike Love, John Voinovich, Laura Stockham, Allison, Addie Owen, Matt Morgan, Jeremy, and Yam, the student-produced broadcast. This program is in a presentation of Firebird Broadcast Productions and Carthage College, copyright 2025. Once again, your final in Kenosha, 87-81. Thank you for tuning in. We will be back in a half hour for the men's tip-off between the Firebirds and the Titans. Come right back with us on the Marquee Sports Network.